Hey beautiful souls, it's Lulu Nutrition Goddess. I am an integrative health practitioner and I am here to remind you that you can make a difference in your own life. You can create change. You can bring healthy back by taking back control of your health. And I want to empower you to take back control of your health, and that is the purpose for the videos, the informational videos that I put out there, so that I can empower you to take back control of your health, because when you have your health, you have everything. You can do everything you want in life. So today I wanted to jump on here and demonstrate a very simple green juice recipe. I've been drinking green juice for over 15 years now, and when I first started drinking green juice, people had no clue what it was. When they would ask me, "What are you drinking?" I would say green juice, and they were like, "What the heck is that, and why are you doing that?" So I see that it's very popular now, and I'm happy to see that it's popular now. More people are jumping on board and adding this as part of their healthy ritual. But some people, when they start this green juice journey, they make some mistakes. And the first mistake that most people do when they try to adopt a healthy lifestyle is that they try to they overcomplicate it. They try to make very complicated recipes, and that is overwhelming, and so they end up giving it up. So the key to success when you're trying to adopt a healthier lifestyle is to simplify it. I always tell my clients it's about simplicity. You want to make it as simple as possible, not as complicated as possible. So when you're new to something, do it as simple as possible. And once you create the habit, once you start learning more about it, then you can start complicating it a little bit more, or adding more intense stuff, more foods that you're not familiar with, more complicated recipes. But at the beginning, you want to make it as simple as possible. So I wanted to jump on here and give you a demonstration, or explain a very simple green juice recipe. So the key here is, the first thing is that it's done in a blender. So it's not about, oh, I gotta go buy a juicer and now I don't have money for that, or I have to be cleaning this juicer all the time, that I don't have time for that, it's overwhelming. No, make it as simple as possible. Make it in your blender. And the benefit to this is, not only do you not have to spend time cleaning that juicer, not only do you not have to spend money on a juice extractor, but you get the fiber from the vegetables. You are benefiting from the fiber from the vegetables when you blend it. I'm sure most people, the majority of people, have a blender in their kitchen, so there's no need to buy a new appliance. So you're going to use a blender. I have a high power blender. If you don't have a high power blender, that's okay. I have the Vitamix. If you don't have a Vitamix and you're looking to trying to figure out what's the best blender out there to purchase, I highly recommend the Vitamix, because it's really awesome. I've had it for over 15 years. And but if you don't have a high power blender, that's okay. You can still blend it in your blender. It's going to take a little bit more more of your muscles to do this, but it's still doable. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your blender, you fill it up with water till up to here, because that's going to help the blades, especially if you don't have a very powerful blender. Before you put the vegetables in there, you want to make sure you put some water in here to give those blades help. And the second thing is that you want to start adding in the easier to blend vegetables, and then the harder to blend go on top. And so this very simple recipe is very simple. It's all it is celery. Make sure it's organic celery. Cucumber, organic cucumber. You can either use parsley or cilantro. I'm using cilantro with this one. Lemon, ginger, and a good quality extra virgin olive oil, and either a green apple or organic blueberries. Every time that you make a green juice, that's another mistake that people make, is that they add too many fruits, too much sugar to the green juice. The green juice should not be loaded with sugar, should not be loaded with fruits. It should be limited to one fruit, preferably no fruit, but if you really need that fruit, one fruit, and it should be a low glycemic fruit, which is low sugar fruit, and that would be a green apple or berries, anything that ends with berry. blueberry, blackberry, strawberry. Those would be the low glycemic fruits, and only one or the other, not two. One fruit per juice. So this recipe it contains, I use about 7 celery ribs. Celery is it's full of nutrients. I'm sure you've heard about the celery juice craze that's going on right now, and it's loaded with nutrients. It hydrates the body, and it's been there's some evidence that it brings down high blood pressure. And a lot of people think that it brings down the high blood pressure because of the celery seed, but in reality, it's because it's high in potassium. Most people don't know that high blood pressure is caused by a potassium and sodium imbalance. So if you have high blood pressure, take a look at your potassium and sodium ratio. It may be out of balance, and the celery is loaded with potassium, and that's why some of my clients have told me that after drinking green juice, their high blood pressure went back to normal, and that could be due to the high levels of potassium and nutrients in the green juice. The second ingredient is cucumber. And cucumber is also loaded with nutrients. It's really great for the skin. It's very hydrating. If you're going to use a cucumber, make sure that it's organic. If it's not organic, you want to peel off the skin, because we do not want pesticides in the green juice. It defeats the whole point of drinking green juice. When they try to give rats cancer so that they can do some research, what they feed them are pesticides. That's what causes. That's one of the things that causes cancer. So you want to make sure that your fruits and vegetables, especially the ones that you are juicing, do not have pesticides. So make sure they're organic. So the third ingredient is cilantro that I'm using. You could use either cilantro or a parsley. And the reason why I always add an herb to my green juice is because they really help remove toxins from the body, heavy metals and stuff like that. So you want to help your body do that. The fourth ingredient is lemon, and lemon is alkalizing. It's also loaded with potassium, but it's alkalizing. Disease, cancer, illness lives in a body that is acidic. An alkaline body is the opposite of an acidic body, so lemon really helps with that. And ginger. If you don't know what ginger looks like, this is what ginger is. And in your juice, you want to put about an inch of ginger in it. You want to peel it. And ginger really helps with the digestive system. It really helps digest the nutrients, and it also warms our digestive system so that we can absorb and digest everything well. I have the organic blackberries, and I like frozen. It makes it very easy to get frozen because you don't have to worry about them molding or going bad on you, and they're always available in your freezer. So organic berries is a great option to set you up for success. So when you're going to juice the celery, I chop mine up into little pieces to help out the blender. And this is about the 7 ribs of celery that you want to add to your juice. And then the cucumber, I kind of slice it up also into pieces like this, and then I throw it in the blender. I'll throw all this in the blender. Remember, the blender should have water up to here. Then I'll throw in all of this in the blender: the celery, the cucumber after I sliced it, the lemon. I do 1 whole lemon, and I cut it up into pieces like this also to help it out. And I keep the skin. The skin is also loaded with nutrients. And then the cilantro, this is about how much cilantro I put in it. I also include the stem. So once you throw all of this in the blender, after all of this has been put in there, you want to fill up your blender with water to the top. Once you fill up the blender with water to the top, then you blend it. I also forgot to mention, we're also going to add extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's extra virgin and cold pressed. And the olive oil is going to give us that good fat that we need. our body requires some good fats. It feeds our brain, and it keeps us satisfied. It lubricates our organs, so you want to always add some good fat to your green juice. This is a very simple recipe. I wanted to make a very simple recipe to set you up for success. When you blend this, you're going to end up with a blender full of this juice. You will end up with about 4 or 5 16-ounce juices from this. What I do to make my life easy and to set myself up for success is I blend this. I end up putting it in mason jars. This is a juice that I have that I made previously. It's red because I added beets to it, but this is a juice. I put it in 16-ounce mason jars, and then I freeze it, and I make sure not to fill it up to the top, because when it freezes it expands, and so I leave room so that it can expand so it won't crack the jar. And so every evening I take one out of the freezer, and I have it ready, thawed out, and put it in the fridge, have it ready for the next day for me to drink. That's an easy way to set yourself up for success, because another reason why people say that they can't create a healthy lifestyle is because they don't have time. Well, this is an easy way to set you up for success so that you can have time to make sure that you nourish your body and bring healthy back. So this is a very simplified way of making sure that you set yourself up for success. When you incorporate green juice into your meals, it helps, not only does it help with your metabolism, it helps with sugar cravings, it helps reduce inflammation, it helps with water retention, it helps give you energy because it hydrates you. So it helps you make better, healthier choices. And so when we start adopting a healthy lifestyle, the first thing that we want to do is we want to retrain our taste buds so that we can start picking and choosing healthier foods. And this will help you, because it will stop those cravings for the sugars and for the processed foods, and you will start retraining your taste buds to crave more of the healthy foods. So I hope that this was helpful. Please, if you have any questions, you can contact me. If you want information on how to work with me, I work with one-on-one with anyone that's ready to bring healthy back, that would like to do functional medicine lab tests to find out what the root cause of their problem is, who would like functional medicine supplements to start bringing balance back, or any program that you would like to work with me on one-on-one so that we can bring healthy back. Contact me at lulunutrition at AOL.com, or check out my website, lulunutritiongoddess.com. And remember, love yourself, feed yourself, drink green juice.